I love Magic Mountain. They have everything. Airtime Thrills thinks so too.
Last but certainly not least is the park with the most coasters in the world as of the time I'm recording this, Six Flags Magic Mountain. Twisted Colossus is the park's only real airtime machine, and it serves as a standout along with X2, which you could claim as a spinning coaster, though I think eventually the park could really use a normal spinner. They have a pair of B&M multi-loopers, plus Viper. Batman, Tatsu, and Ninja all run under the track. Superman, West Coast Racers, and Full Throttle all launch the train and offer different experiences, though none of these launches are all that powerful. With 19 coasters, it's surprising that Apocalypse stands as the only Woody, but that's a solid representative. All boxes checked with ease.
You see? But just because they checked all the boxes doesn't mean they're done. So I want to do my usual complaining and see what coaster Six Flags Magic Mountain really needs.
So let's nitpick and bring in a fringe need. This park lacked airtime for a very long time, and then Twisted Colossus came along, and suddenly we were overloaded. This is all ejector airtime. Magic Mountain needs a floater machine. A B&M Hyper may look kinda weird with a 235-foot Goliath right there, so let's kick it up a notch and give Magic Mountain a B&M Giga. You see, look, I only gave one of these away. I think that's fair. A 300-foot coaster that has sustained floater airtime moments would be perfect. And that pretty much describes all of them. Fury, Leviathan, and Orion. It's not a realistic option for the park. But I mean, you could imagine, right?
He's right. It's not realistic. As much as Magic Mountain could really use a Giga, I want to explore some other options. As Chris pointed out earlier, they don't really have a spinning coaster. I don't think X2 really counts. Cedar Point had the same problem, but they fixed it this year with Wild Mouse. My pick, if I were in charge, would not be a B&M Giga. If I ran Magic Mountain, I would give them a Mach Extreme Spinner. This would fit perfectly in this park. Although they don't really need more launch coasters, it's a park full of insane rides. Six Flags used to give Magic Mountain the best of the best. A Mach Extreme Spinner would fit right in. They could even use the terrain like Time Traveler does. The only problem is that modern Six Flags is not really willing to spend the money it would take to build this ride. Another option is an SNS 4D free spin. I'm honestly surprised that Magic Mountain doesn't have one of these, but they have X2, which would make a free spin seemingly lame, and it's spinning up and down the same way, which I technically said doesn't really count on X2, so it probably wouldn't count here. Plus, they already had the failure of Green Lantern First Flight, so I'm not sure they really want a ride that's basically exactly the same. I'm a bit skeptical about how the GP would feel about that. I think the most realistic option would be to follow in Cedar Point's footsteps and get a more traditional, small-scale spinning coaster. My personal bias is a Maurer spinner like Spider at Lagoon. However, the model that Six Flags seems inclined to is the Gerstlauer spinners. These look like shorter and more spread out Maurers, with also the inward-facing cars. I don't know if the inward-facing makes a big difference in the spinning, since I haven't ridden a Gerstlauer spinner, but if it does, then definitely go with the Gerstlauers. The last spinning option would be a Zamperla Freeform, like what Cedar Point just got. That looks to be like a solid spinning coaster that delivers a lot of spin. It's also pretty short, but does Magic Mountain really care about length? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my quick thoughts on the coaster that Magic Mountain most needs. Let me know if you have any other ideas for what Six Flags Magic Mountain really needs, and then go have a coaster adventure.